When it comes to HVAC ducting, if you want to use flex, you gotta stretch it. I'm gonna tell you why flexible ducting is great, but only if installed right, and it usually isn't. So why is flex duct great? Flex duct is a huge labor saver when it comes to installing ductwork for heating and air conditioning. It's flexible. You don't have a perfectly straight, unobstructed space to run your duct in? That's okay. Flex can turn any direction at any time without any cutting or sealing. With rigid duct, each change in direction requires cutting, assembling, and sealing work. Flex duct can be pretty efficient. It comes out of the box with enough insulation to meet code requirements for going through unconditioned spaces. But most of the installs I see are doing it wrong, giving this wonderful invention a bad name. And it all comes down to this. If you want to build an efficient HVAC system that provides balanced comfort to every room, you need to control and minimize your air friction as it goes through your ductwork. The good news is that flexible duct is round, which is the best shape for optimal air friction. The bad news is that the coil design that allows it to move and expand is very rough on the inside unless the duct is pulled tight. These are the two big installation mistakes that I see most often. First is squishing the duct or making a hard turn with it. Sharp bends should always be minimized for duct designs because they bleed inertia away from the moving air and cause turbulence. For flexible duct though, hard turns have an additional penalty. They cause the inside of the duct to become much rougher, adding friction and making your air handler's fan work much harder. The second mistake I see, which is the most common one, is failing to stretch out the duct to its maximum length and keep it that way when you install it. As you can see here, flexible duct is actually very smooth and flat when pulled tight. This is your ideal situation. But to keep it this way, you need to do two things when you're installing it. First, you want to stretch out the duct after you take it out of the box and leave it that way for a while. I will often place a hammer or something heavy at the end of each duct so it stays stretched out, and I'll leave it there for a half an hour or an hour. Next, you need to ensure that your duct stays stretched out taut as you install it. To do this, measure your duct runs to be just long enough, and keep them stretched out when installing by using straps. When I think about how I'm strapping in my flexible duct, I think of building a roller coaster, where I want my turns to be as gradual and smooth as possible, and I want that duct to be pulled tight, not loose and floppy. This part of figuring out how to strap the duct to maintain tension is actually a little bit fun because there's an art to it, and it takes creativity to do well. Remember,